Alrighty guys, welcome to our halftime report presented by no sponsor. So unfortunately I've had some issues with the live stream. I couldn't go on Twitch because of internet issues. So everything is just going to be a recording. Right now our score is 18-12 in favor of St. Charles. I'm Aiden Fusner. I'm here with Zach Fleer. We may be from two rival schools, but we're here together today. I'm from Grove City. He's from Central Crossing. Zach, give me your impressions of the first half.
Well, Grove City started off hot. You know, they jumped out all over St. Charles 9-2, and since then they've had one field goal, and that was within the first 6 minutes of the game. So for Grove City, when Daniel Fetty went out in the first half, their offense kind of stalled out. They're going to need him back. They're going to have to find a way to score on the interior, because right now St. Charles is just sucking in that interior and they can't really get anything going. Defensively, though, if they have nothing for Chase Walker, it's going to be a long night. As we've seen already, he's got 15 of their 18 points. He's the most dominant interior player in Central Ohio, so if they can't contain him, it's going to be a long night for the Greyhounds, unfortunately.
Chase Walker is a transfer from Reynoldsburg. He came in to St. Charles and he proved to be an impact. All over the place, like you just said, Grove City is having trouble being able to stop them. What should they do in the second half if they want to get back into this game and keep Chase Walker with as minimum as possible?
For them, I think they're going to have to double them, triple them, and don't even hustle back to your man. They're doing that a lot as they're collapsing, and Walker's patient enough where he'll just hold the ball, keep it high, wait till the defense clears out. I say you just keep 2 or 3 guys on him and make those other guys for St. Charles beat you, because as we've seen tonight, he's got 15 of their 18 points. They don't have another field goal outside of him, so he's got every single bucket for them. If I'm Grove City, I'm making someone else make shots to beat me. And if they do that and you end up losing because someone like Isaac Searles is making shots, and I think you live with that, but if Chase Walker is going to continue to get whatever he wants on the interior, and they got to keep him off the offensive glass somehow. He got a lot of putback buckets in that first half, so it's going to be tough. Not many teams have a body for Chase Walker, and we're seeing that so far tonight.
For sure. And win or lose, this is definitely one of the more impressive seasons for Grove City. Finished off the year at 10-12, under 500, but they're going to their first district semi since 2014, which is under Coach Waits. This is the first one under Coach Saxton. What's this type of year feel like?
For them, I feel like for Grove City, that Central Crossing game almost was like a turn of momentum for them. Unfortunately for my comments, but as a Southwestern City School alum, I'm happy for Grove City. I'm happy for this community and program. I would say when they lost to Franklin Heights, it seemed like some type of switch was flipped, because losing by 20 to Franklin Heights, who only won 3 games, that was a shocking loss. And I think for Grove City, that helped them realize, we don't play up to our standards, we can lose to anybody. So for them, making this return back, winning at Hilliard Bradley, which I know Bradley's had a bit of a down year, but that's still very difficult to do. That showed that they can compete with anybody. And they're in that tough OCC Ohio division with Gahanna and Westerville Central, 2 teams that played in the regional final last year. Pick North through Albany, it's a very difficult league, so they're prepared when they get to this point. And I think for this program, first time in 7-8 years, last time they were here, they upset Dublin Kaufman, who was the 1 seed back in 2015, so that was a huge victory for Grove City, and they made it to the district finals, lost to Dublin Jerome. They can win tonight, they're going to get Gahanna, which they've played Gahanna twice already, and that's a team they're familiar with. There's other teams you'd probably want to play if you're Grove City, but that's the cards they were dealt, so only being down 6 points with the 1 point second quarter, I think they're in striking distance. If they hit a couple shots and get some guys going, I think they can win this game in the fourth quarter.
For sure. We mentioned the other semi game going on between Gahanna Lincoln and Hilliard Darby right now. It started an hour earlier than us. Do you have any updates from that game at the moment?
Yeah, I believe Gahanna won 57-40. So wasn't as close as the score would suggest, though.
Which means the winner of this game tonight will play Gahanna Lincoln on Saturday at 11 a.m. at Ohio Dominican. Zach, do you have any idea if you're going to be at Ohio Dominican?
I'll be there all day, so I'm excited. Hopefully I get to see Grove City. That's what I prefer. Again, as a Southwest side guy, Southwestern City Schools, I would love for my district to get there. And a little fun fact about me is athletic director Chris Sander was my business foundations teacher my freshman year of high school. So she knew that I wanted to be a sports writer before anybody else because I actually did a shadowing day project in her class back in 2008. So shout out to Miss Sander. A lot of former Central Crossing people in Grove City now, so I hope the Greyhounds do well.
For sure. We talked about Grove City and what they needed to do, but let's talk now about St. Charles. St. Charles is completely dominant. Chase Walker's leading the way with 15 points. 15 of St. Charles is 18. What does St. Charles need to do in order to secure the win here?
Keep Walker on the floor, make sure he doesn't tire out, and just continue to force feed him. He's smart enough where, like we've seen, if he gets doubled or tripled, he's not going to put his head down and lose the ball. He's going to keep the ball high, keep his eyes open, look for passing lanes. He's might be the hardest one-on-one matchup in the area. There's just not another player that's his size really anywhere. So they got to keep going to him and keep Grove City off the offensive glass. There were a lot of one-and-done possessions for the Greyhounds. If they can do that, I think they can win. I want to see what Grove City does coming out. I think the first 2 minutes of this third quarter will tell us a lot about how this game's going to go. If Grove City comes out and they're stagnant offensively, this game's going to play to St. Charles' liking. If St. Charles can keep Grove City under 45, 50 points, I think they'll win. If Grove City can get above 45, 50 points, they can win this game. But if they're going to play a CCL game in the 30s or 40s, it's going to be tough for them.
Really quickly, I know there's almost a minute left in this half. What does Grove City need to do?
Stop Chase Walker somehow. I don't know how you do that, but find a way to limit him, maybe try and get him in some foul trouble. The problem for Grove City is their two interior guys were kind of limited in that first half. So if they can get Craig Gilbert going, get Camp Williams going, and then Daniel Fetty, he's got to make shots in this second half. He's their guy offensively. If he can come up and be who he is, I think they can win, but they're not going to do it scoring 1 point in a quarter, I'll tell you that.
For sure, especially after the run they started off with. Zach, it was great to have you on, bud.
Appreciate it. Keep up the great work. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. That was Zach, everybody.